Yeah, hello, welcome to the stream. Today we're gonna pretty much carry on with where we left off last time. I think last streamed on earlier last week, end of last weekend. So yeah, thank you for tuning in to watch the stream. It's going to be another little level design stream. I'd probably, for the foreseeable future, when we do this, because there's a lot of level to do, and that's just a ton of work. But the good thing is, when that's done, we will have more of a video game, and these will be there'll be a lot to sort of go over after that. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Happy Saturday night. I'd assume that's where you're watching from, that it's Saturday. We'll probably stream for a few hours tonight. I have a beverage with me from Steamworks Brewery here in Vancouver. Yeah, I'm gonna drink that while we work because it's Friday night. Friday? Did I say Saturday? I don't know what day it is. Friday night tonight. So yeah, Friday night stream. Without further ado, let's just jump into it. If you did watch the last stream, you will know that I spent most of it trying to get a nice texture for what was intended to be the base of this wall. And I ended up with a stone texture that I liked, but didn't quite fit what I wanted. So instead, after the stream, I did some more work, and there's a gap there in that. Okay, well, that's fine. After the stream, I did some more work and made this texture instead, and I kept sort of working on texturing the assets that we made last time, and this is sort of the result of that. So as you can see, most of the building is done. It is now a matter of getting this sort of piece up here. I was going to find what I was going to do is find a reference image again to work from. So I'm going to do that real quick and grab that for us. But otherwise, welcome to the stream. Bid or Die says, I did a little game dev thing today. Made an interactive tweet multi-touch tone generator that runs right inside a tweet. That is interesting. Please explain more. I'm curious to know what that means. Token, hello, welcome. Let me know where you are watching from tonight. I'm always curious where people are tuning in from, and what you are up to right now. I'm gonna have a sip of my Steamworks Heroic Red Ale while I continue looking up my reference image. Well, yeah, we're gonna just hang out tonight, hopefully get this building done. I would like to finish this because I think it's been 3 streams now that we've been working on this. And I would like to not have to do it. I think we can do some detail resolution a little later, but I think for now, no, I think last time I did this, I used the 3D. Okay, we've got it. So, okay. So yes, this building is based off of the Vancouver Art Gallery. Now we were in, that's not what I wanted to do. Every time, I've just completely lost where I was. Okay, let's close out of that. I think I went into this mode and then turned on the 3D layer. There we go. And then I think if I... Oh, is it because this resets itself every time? Globe view. There we go. Okay. I wish there was... I'm sure there was a point in time when globe view was turned on by default, but maybe it's because I'm not signed in or something. I don't know. Anyway, right. So, heavily inspired by the Vancouver Art Gallery. I'm obviously not going to go crazy because it doesn't need to be insane, and this is actually going to be the town hall, but we will probably do the roof, I guess, today. I want to try and do these green roofs. So I may need to open up Blender. I want to do this as well. I think that's quite a distinct feature. Okay, so something I've noticed is Google Maps has a raycast thing, so that if I'm like zoomed in at this level and I like rotate the camera, it actually like forces my camera above. Like there's like clipping weirdly, but only in some instances. I don't know. Maybe it's just the camera. Yeah, look, see, I dive way up there. I rotate. It just like throws me up. It's very strange. It's quite annoying. I'm just trying to look at this stupid building. Anyway. Hello, Ender 6. Is that how that's pronounced? I'm glad to have been a help for you. I try to explain. I don't always succeed, but I do try every time to make videos that are easy to understand. Sometimes that is more successful than others, but it is in my best interest, and it is always in my mind when I'm working on videos. So I'm glad they were useful to you. Okay, so there's like a little rooftop. Okay, so we could put a little roof on it. Okay, that's probably where we'll start. Let's put a little roof on this guy, and columns, and probably we kind of need like a thing to go across here, some columns, and a roof. So this is probably where Street View is actually desirable, because I can look at it realistically. Oh, great, it's at nighttime. That's great. Let's find another one. Is this random one a useful picture? Okay, no, you're just gonna put me on the street. So the problem with the Street View version is that there's only like 2 angles where there's not just traffic or this freaking thing blocking the view. I should really just, I mean, I'm not that far away. I should go take pictures of it at some point. That would make life a lot easier, but okay, this will do. I can work from this. All right. So yeah, we kind of need, we've got that wall there, so that's okay. We should probably make those doors just from a visual standpoint. I love your content. I was wondering when you record your videos, do you read straight from? Yes, I do read straight from a script. The like heavily produced ones are straight from a script, but those it is likely that I'm not going to be able to make a ton of those styles of videos this year just because of work. So I am going to be moving into slightly more loosely scripted videos. A little bit more like this, like a more relaxed format. The previous video I did was just a little test on that. Yeah, because I think I ramble a lot, so I like scripting. I like being scripted because it's more precise and I can be a bit more particular about what I'm going to say. So, but I'm going to try a new format for a bit and see if that works, because that'll help me create content, I think, a little bit more regularly while things are a little bit in flux. And these streams have been I've been enjoying doing these streams, so I do intend to kind of keep doing these. But yeah, when I'm trying to do it like I call them my like heavily produced videos. When I work on those, it's always a script. So you're pretty great too, Ender 6. Right. So I think we need to open up Blender and make this thing. And columns, I think. Is that what we do? Yeah, I think like the roof and column piece, because this edge kind of needs cleaning. So we kind of need to make like an edge piece a little bit, which is just a thin version of what we already have. So I'm gonna do that, and then we can work on the roof, and see how it goes. I think it's this one. There's like 4 blend files I'm currently working from. Okay, yeah, it is this one. I do not like, one of the reasons I picked this art style and I'm using this sort of palette is so I don't have to go insane on the UV mapping. Just getting this texture to like not look awful took a really long time this week. I generally don't want to keep doing texturing. But I do want, maybe, I mean, we could use that as an edge. Maybe we grab that wall. I'm not a big fan of the way that I've put this together. But it is probably one of the most complex buildings that I'll make in the game. So it's not the end of the world. But this isn't really my preferred way of doing it. So it was wall 02, right? Yeah, and that hasn't... Is that correct that it hasn't been... Okay, TH wall 02. Check it out. And then... let's grab the master texture. Save that. Okay, perfect. All right. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, we can work with this. I feel like I'm going against all of my rules in putting this together. Oh, you know what? If we just duplicate this and flip it around, that will probably blend in a way that I think we can get away with. Oh, I love that that feature, the like hold V and you get to like put the vertex against itself. But when it misbehaves really well. You know what? That actually isn't bad. I don't like that line. Where is that line coming from? Something is slightly misaligned there. Yeah, it is. Okay. That's better. And now this one is slightly misaligned. Oh, that edge is just slightly wrong. Whoops. Oh well. Add some character. There we go. Look at that. Okay, that worked. Huh. Great. Okay, so we just duplicate that, put it over here. We're gonna finish this tonight, even if it kills me. If I'm here all night, I'm gonna finish this. I'm getting this to a point that I'm happy with. I do not want to keep working on this frickin' building anymore. I'm over it. That's not even, which means we need to bring, is that this front edge? There we go. Grab that piece. Nope. That piece, like that. Token, you are working on your own game. Cool. Is that what we're doing? We're hanging out, making games together? Tell me about your game. What kind of game is it? I am always curious about what people are making. That honestly worked a lot better than I thought it would. Do I just duplicate this? No, that doesn't look good. Okay, so we should put that on the end. And then I would do this with it's only a few pieces, so I don't feel as bad about this. I think this is what we do here though. I think we grab these edges and then put like that. And then we do that. There we go. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? That actually feels like a building now, rather than just the back of a facade. And then we can build our little connection piece. And I guess I've got to build like a half-edged wall, or I could cheat. I guess I could just cheat this one. Maybe I'll just cheat that one. We'll worry about that when we get to it. Okay. It's a game you work on for a week or two. Okay, so just a little small, like a hobby project, or just a sort of palette cleanser. I don't know the game you're referencing though. Dodge. Okay. Now, time to look up Dodge. Oh, like a simple, like, things moving around, you just gotta keep your mouse, like a little bullet hell type thing, you just gotta keep the mouse away from things that are flying around. Interesting. Okay, we're like a relatively simple... Cool math games, okay, right. Cool, yeah. Those sort of things are always great to do if you just want a little project. Like, I always wanted to just make Tetris, or like Puzzle Bobble. I would enjoy just trying to do something like that, or like a solitaire game or something. Mini games. Okay, and then I actually need to. Is that just this piece on its own? Yes. Okay, good, because I actually want that base to be base door as well. Double doors? Maybe. Oh, 10, like, I don't know, 80% or something? Oh no! Okay, base double? Fine. I think we're 4.8 in that situation. Oh, that sucks. That doesn't... That's not very good, is it? Can I just do this enough that I get one that I like? This is the one thing I don't like about that little spline instantiation. I wish I could say, hey, just do it the way that I want you to do it. Is that moving the whole thing up and down? It is. You know what? I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm taking some liberties here. I'll bring that up. And then I want the edge to be... I may have to just manually place these pieces. I think I'm going to do that. I think just in the interest of getting exactly what I want this to look like, I'm just gonna place these myself. I think that'll be okay. What I want is like back to back. And then so I think this is the only side where you'll see those edges, because then this one can actually just be one of the single pieces. And that is a little less egregious. Yeah, there we go. How does that look? Does that stick out? No. Okay, yeah. So just if you happen to drive up this, I'm deciding to make an RPG for a school project. What is it? What is the whole thing about not making an overambitious game as your first game? I'm sure you've heard that advice. Okay. That looks fantastic. I like this. Yeah, okay. I think that's all of the baseline now, and I just need to make a sort of archway piece that fits on this. I wonder if I could just... Yeah, I might just make the whole sort of roof section as a whole piece. And slot that in. I mean, like, the rest of the building facade is just the same thing, but like shorter. So we could probably make another version of this that kind of blends. Let's call this base 02. I think I can just use my like building maker tools at that point. And then we want to deselect this loop. Nope, that's not what I'm trying to do. That's good. I'm glad to hear it's coming together. It's oh, what have I got selected here? Oh, I got the base selected. I mean, look, you'll still learn, I think, valuable lessons from doing it. It's just hard. It's just playing game dev on hard mode. That's all. But I'm sure I don't need to tell you that. I mean, this is going to go above, so this doesn't need to be exact. But I think we can replicate that shape a little bit. Let's make 3 segments. Bring this up. Oh, that's 4 segments. Okay, make another segment. That. Then stick this out a tiny bit. Good enough. Good enough. And then UV the crap out of this thing. Okay. Let's select this guy so we can at least try and match the colors. That's that one. Okay, so that's the same. That's over there. So grab that, put that there. And then that one's also over there. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Nice and dark. Oh, that's way too dark. Whoops. Okay. Make 2. Yeah. Okay. This is the same. Oh, it's over here. It doesn't have to be exact. Just similar, I think. Okay. I think that'll work. We can use that then for the other piece. So let's export that one. Where is it? Where's my export button? Every time I'm on this machine, I lose it. It's in a different place on my laptop. Is it just not in that menu? Or is it in this menu? It's in that menu. Okay, how do I get it to not be in that menu? Can I do this? I want it to be pin? No. Somehow, it's an icon up here. I wonder if I can I change the... I don't like the interface being different with that export tool. There we go. 3D viewport header, is that it? Is that moved to where? Yes, good, okay. Ugh. That'll stop me getting confused as to where it is. Okay, perfect. It's much better just being a button that I can press. That's great. Cool, that's done. So that should now be in Unity. Base of 2. Use the master texture. Apply that. Which means we should now have somewhat of a wall type thing we can build with. Yeah. I can loop around the edge with that and sort of create I can create this upper edge. And actually, okay, middle. Yeah, just before this is out of hand, let's put it in a parent. Okay, that's better. What I kind of want to do is bring that down like that. And then use this piece as a sort of marker point for hello, welcome. Yeah, I think that'll do the trick. That gives us the... I think that gives us the shape that we want. Column. Maybe we put a column. Okay. I think we just kind of go for it and just wing. Okay, I think we're just gonna have to wing this. All right, so cube, let's go. In fact, this does give us roughly the width that it needs to be, so that's actually quite useful. Something like that maybe. Let's call this TH roof front, because I kind of want like a modular roof piece. The one thing I don't have in my building tools is like procedural roof logic. Like right now it just builds it kind of just builds like a fan roof. It's not very elegant. Like it's fine, but I've been wanting to have more variation in my procedural tooling to make nicer roofs, or like use roof tiles and stuff. I just never went down that path. But right, okay, so let's export this. We'll make the, oops, no. We'll put the master sheet on it already, just so it's ready to go. Export that. Bring this in. Put the material on it. And then put it here. Or not. And rotate it. And that's generally the premise, right? So it'll go kind of in betwixt these two. It's actually a little wide. Yeah, because it just needs to be like a sort of what do you call it? Like a beam? What do you call that? Yeah, like a support beam type thing. And then we can put the angled roof. It might help to do the angled roof first. But I want those angled roof pieces to be modular. So let's duplicate this and make this a roof module. Oops. 01. And then what we'll do is, just for visualization purposes, I think we just add the mirror modifier. And we make the stairs the mirror, I guess. I don't know. Something like that. I think that's kind of the goal here. Grab these guys, push this, oops. Grab the whole thing. Nope. Is that not a loop? I guess not. I want that to be like that. And then I think as far as roof pieces go, that's probably what we want, right? Like that's just the module, right? We can fill this bit in with a wall or something. I think that's fine. Yeah. And then, okay. I think we can just wing this. Just speed run this part. Let's texture that green. So here's, I mean, this is kind of the trick to the art style of this game, right? Everything is just using this palette made by a good old friend of mine, Wayne Peters. He made me this years ago, and I've been using it for years. Because he's an artist and I am not, and so I trust that if I just use this color palette, things will kind of look okay. But yeah, the trick is basically, like, I can very rapidly, if I don't do this fucking texturing, I can very rapidly iterate on art, and I can focus on just like getting that right rather than worrying about you know, intricacies of art and stuff. Like picking an art style that is somewhat attainable, it being like a more cartoony thing, I think I can get away with a lot more, you know. Okay, so then if this piece is slightly brighter, then that will look like an edge. So let me just do that, and look at that, it looks like a roof piece. And so just having that flexibility to make pieces of art that quickly, I think is very like I mean, yeah, making art for this game is and will always be the most challenging part for me, right? And also probably the most time consuming. So cutting as many corners as I can to make that process a lot easier is preferred. The real question, is, do I do anything more than that? Yeah, because it has lines. All right. I was thinking about this, and it should. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to like make a bunch of them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then bring one of them close. Like this. And that will give us 4. Oh no, is that too many? I think that's one too many. Okay. Dissolve edges. Wait, dissolve edges, that's not. Dissolve verts. No! Okay. That one. Oh. Shoot. That's actually like proper loops. I did not mean to do that. I actually just want to subdivide the top. Okay. How do I want to do this? Okay, we'll just start here. You know what? I will just start here, and then I'll add the other piece. So I think that color. Oh no, that's ugly. Oof, no. Yeah, that works. Okay, and then edge. Edge. I think this will work. This might not work. Edge. Edge. And then we go like that. No, I don't think that's gonna work. Okay. No, we'll go without it. I think it's fine without it. It looks fine. Undo all of that. Oh no, have I hit the undo limit? Oh, okay. Shoot. I wish Blender would remember that I'm okay with having like a ton of undos. Can I just set this to 0 to be infinite? Okay, 128 undos will be fine. Well, that's annoying. Okay, well, I think I can just dissolve these edges. I just select the whole loop. That's fine. Upside to it being a loop cut is you can just dissolve it. Yeah, no, this game isn't using normal maps. So I don't know. Like, the intent of the art style is to purely use, because it's a cartoon aesthetic, there's no normals in the game. None. No normal maps, because that's, and that, you know, that is by design. Doesn't need to be. It's a sort of flat, cel-shaded game, basically. And normal maps would just add double the amount of work to all of the artwork that I have to do, which, as I said a minute ago, is not what I want. So there are no normal maps, and all of the texturing slash like detail shape is through creative use of colors, right? So putting a dark piece and a light piece next to each other creates a sense of an edge that isn't actually there. It's a classic sort of button bevel kind of logic, right? But yeah, no normal maps by design. So now I think I can delete the mirror modifier and export that. And that roof module should be here now. Ah, no. Okay. We want it to be here. I think this would be the edge. Do I have... I don't think I have the... add-on. Shoot, what is it called? What is the add-on called? Origin add-on Blender. What is it called? It's one of the default sets of add-ons. You have to add them from the list, get extensions. Oh, there's a CSV importer, that's cool. What is it called? I have forgotten. I should just go look at my laptop. Is it pie menus? It's something like pie menus or something. Is it context pie? 3D view for... I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Okay. Is it this one? So I do this, hit Control Alt. Is it X? Yeah, it's that one. Perfect. We got it. Okay, I like this menu because it lets me do a bunch of really useful things. Yeah. Just way quicker. Okay, perfect. You know what? I think I want to do it actually at that corner. So I can just use Control Alt X and then do origin to selection, and it's done. There's an origin there now. Perfect. So now when I export that, I should be able to get a better snapping for it. Did I delete that module? I guess I did. Okay. Then do that, that should let me place the roof. Lovely. Okay. I don't know how I feel about doing this manually. Do I want to do this with splines? I think I do. Okay. Roof module. Of course the spline's all the way down there. Why wouldn't it be? That's where I drew it. And then rotate the piece at 90 degrees and set the distance to be 2. Yeah, that's convenient. Then do that and lift it up and position the spline. Okay. Oh baby, we're getting somewhere. I love it when a plan comes together. I have like massively abused Unity spline tools in this game. I have like, I don't know. I saw this package come out and I was like, I am going to use that for everything. Oh no. I guess I can just reverse this flow of this one and that will just fix it. Yeah. Why not, right? Like, no. Oh no. All right. Do I just make it shorter? Nope, nope, not that one. This one? Ah, no, because it's based off of the element, isn't it? Yeah, that's what we do. We can do it on the spline itself, so like 5 degrees. Usually I'm like really adamant about zeroing these out. 10 degrees. Is that gonna work? Oh, so close. 12 degrees. 15. I don't even think it's degrees, it's units, isn't it? Too much. Okay. Split the difference. 12. I don't like this, but I'm too lazy to spend a bunch of time fudging it. So, is it 12 and a, or is it like 11 and a half? Oh, the height difference might. No, it's 12. No. Oh, good enough, whatever. No one is going to be seeing that. Like, that's fine. Oh, it's so high. That's not right. No. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's so tall. That's so tall. It needs to be like that. That's... Shoot, okay. Fine. I'll fix it. Oh. Did I not dissolve? Oh, no. I'm just being an idiot. Okay. So, grab this edge. And... Oops. Why is that not working? bringing that in slightly. That might be enough. Export, open Unity. Is that enough? Not enough. It's got to go back a lot, huh? Okay. Let's try about that much. Maybe down a little bit too. And then export that instead. Does that do it? Oh, look at that. Nailed it. Nailed it. Unity 6 blew you away? Is it because of what? Because of the features that they've added? It doesn't feel like it's that different. I think they've improved a lot of things. This game is running on URP, but actually, because I've been building it since before Unity 6, I need to like to take advantage of a bunch of Unity 6 features. I'd have to go and rewrite all of my shaders, which I'm not. Honestly, I'm not fond of that idea. But I'll do it, I guess, if I have to. You know, I do need to make that work, don't I? Okay. Right, well, we know that this is actually perfect. So if we mirror this again on the stairs. Oh, shoot. Fine, okay. Because that's where the origin is, and it's going to mirror based off of the origin. All right, whatever. I'll just duplicate linked and flip it around. This is just for reference anyway. Okay, and then we can make this piece fit all of that, so we can get like a nice edge. So that'll be fine. Okay. So that works. And then if we go back into our city view, we actually can just look at it now. Yeah, it's actually quite a short. That's fine. It's actually more like that, isn't it? In like length. It's flat. A flat roof is fine. We can just run the edge around to match up with what's going on here. Okay. I think maybe let's do that bit. Do I want to repeat it on the other side? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I think I do. I think we want something like that. I guess we can just run this all the way back just to get the shape. Okay. And then the back side goes to here. Because this is going to be up anyway. I guess it's going to be up on a platform. Maybe let's make that platform. But I do like the idea that that sort of... this front edge, excuse me, also exists over here. Okay. I mean, it's kind of the same thing on the other side, huh? Yeah. Actually, like, less good. Like, less intrusive, I guess, on this end. Yeah, actually, I think just to make it a little more interesting, what we could do is pull this one forward. So it's like that. So this is Cabs of Chaos. It is a competitive rideshare racing game. So it's think kind of, well, actually it's that in the style of a Saturday morning cartoon. So I think it's like Crazy Taxi meets Hi-Fi Rush, I guess. Or The Simpsons or something like that, with a multiplayer sort of competitive element. You race to pick up passengers and things, and so I am doing all of that cartoon layout environment artwork right now. That is not straight. This is the roof. Oops. Roof front. Oops. This is very not straight. Oh dear. Okay. That's better. Yeah, okay, so then what we can do is grab our... Yeah, the animation style is not fully decided yet, but it is going to feel cartoony. Like I'm going for a... I'm trying to lean into the aesthetic as much as I possibly can. So we'll see what that ends up meaning once things come more together, but any opportunity to sort of get like a piece of juicy feedback, or, you know, if something is an excuse to make it more fun, like I'm gonna find the opportunities to do that. I have a few ideas up my sleeve. I'm not gonna reveal everything yet, but I'm confident. I don't think that's straight either. It's not. Well, that explains a lot. Okay. And I can do roof back. Grab those splines and bring them over here. These guys can be much smaller, just like that for this one. Why are they? Is that what that's like now? Oh, why is that now higher just by pulling them back? That's weird. Why did it do that? Huh. Well, maybe I had the wrong selection mode. Oh well. Okay, that's that bit. I think it'll help to put the piece of platform back here. I think I'm gonna want that pretty soon. It's crazy that it takes about 30 seconds to save a scene, though. I don't like that. So let's grab this guy, duplicate him. Oh, that's fun. Oops. And what did this look like? I think I'm gonna mix this up a bit. Yeah, it was just a back, so it was just on one side, and then it went around the other side. Okay, I like that a lot. It worked well when we were playtesting to go up that way. Okay. So I need to make some stairs again. Generally, a platform that goes into the building will look good. Do we want it to be higher than that? Yeah, I think we do. I think we want it to be up against the... And that is then different against that one, so... Do we use the stone texture that we made last time? Maybe we do. Or do we use that one instead? The one that the... I think I like the stone there, though. I think that texture came out quite well, considering I spent most of the entire of the last stream making it. I still think it's pretty good. That taught me a lot last stream about how to do this, and it helped me make these guys. So I think I found a way to make... I was struggling for a while on how to do textured textures in this art style, because it's one of those things where less is more, you know? It gets really noisy pretty quickly otherwise, so... That's been the biggest challenge with this project, is how to sort of when and where to add detail. I still struggle with that really, but it is a learning curve. Okay, so I don't like moving the platform away from the center of the pivot point of the object. It just feels weird to me. I should make a shortcut to like sort itself out, actually. That wouldn't be too difficult. Okay. So we need it to be higher. So let's just bring it up and then make the edge. Make the edge height larger. I don't know. Like there's something... That's so much higher than it should be though. That's really high. That's fine. I think it should be higher up. A little harder to get up to. You could see it rock. That's a bad pun. I should ban you for that. Unfortunately, for me, I like puns too much. First time checking out a stream here. Hello, Matthew Roy. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate you coming to hang out with me while I go insane trying to replicate the Vancouver Art Gallery in my art style. Okay, I think I like this the most because it matches the steps. It feels coherent. I think we're gonna go with this one. I do realize that I do put a lot of thought and detail into something that like not that many people are gonna pay attention to, because when you're driving around, you're gonna be caring about where you're going. It just has to not look wrong, you know? It's very easy to get carried away with like perfectionism. And every now and then I just remind myself, like, look, as long as it's possible, especially in this first iteration that I'm doing right now, and I get lost in that too, and it's one of the easiest things to get caught up in game dev is like making it look right the first time, but it's a trap because you don't know if it even works yet. You know, I may have to change some of this stuff, and that's why I've said this in a previous stream, why a lot of the procedural tools that I've built for this exist is so that I can rapidly make those changes if we play test and I need to move something around or update some things. And like there's a slight hitch in visual quality, but it does mean I can iterate really quickly. So do you usually build stuff out moving objects around in the scene? Looks good, but this is always the hardest part for me. Yeah, for this game I am, like I was just saying, it depends on the game, but I need that flexibility here to procedurally build things. I think in general, a lot of studios build their levels like this, because designing everything in Blender and then exporting, like you then like sort of locked in, and more procedural workflows add a lot more flexibility to the process. And so I think a lot of people find that generally more rewarding. But for me, it's kind of best fit, you know, it's a case of best fit to whether I'll do that or not. So I pull these around, give this a flip. Oh, look at that. Look at those go. Perfect. That actually looks not terrible. I think I might just make those windows though. I don't know if I want to make those doors. You know what? Yeah, this could be like a back entrance or something. Who knows? Like it's supposed to be the town hall, so yeah, good enough. I can fix it later if I want. I do want to do what I did here though. These little edge pieces, I think, made a big difference. So let's duplicate those. But yeah, I kind of just figure out what I want to do and try. I mean, if you go back and look at I think 2 streams ago, it was me trying to figure out how the hell I was going to approach this problem. And this is what I've settled on, the sort of modular approach. It's a case-by-case basis most of the time. The one upside to it being modular like this is culling. When they're not, but I will probably end up batching this into one object when it's finished, for performance purposes. And so again, it's just, I think I want to make a video at some point, I think in a slightly new format that I'm going to be trying this year. A little bit more game dev advice type stuff, one of which being game dev is just a series of trade-offs. Tim Kaine spoke about this, but like there's no one right way to do anything. There's just a lot of different ways to do it, and some of those are better than others in certain cases versus other cases. And it is entirely dependent on what your use case is as to what those trade-offs are and whether you should do it that way or not. And like, you'd think that's obvious, but I don't think it is. Because even I struggle with that. I'm like, what's the right way to do this? And I constantly have to remind myself, like, oh, that doesn't exist. There's no such thing as the right way to do it. There's obviously wrong ways to do things. But again, sometimes that might be the way that you have to do something because of some other reason, you know? Yeah, there is. There's a ton of different ways to get the same results. But that's kind of what I like about it, you know, is that you have to use the information available to you to make decisions. I think if video games were always the same thing all the time, that would be pretty boring, you know? Like the fact that there's no one right way to do it inherently makes it super compelling. Was this piece? Okay, I've confused myself now. No, okay, so that piece was sticking out. And this piece is just merged into... Okay, so this is a 3-piece solution. Okay, so if we duplicate that... And then... Oh no. Center? Nope. No, that's... Yep, okay, that I fucked up. So let's duplicate those pieces. And it is actually just change them at their pivot, right? Yeah. Okay. And now put that there. We think. And then it's like duplicate this one. Flip it at its pivot. There we go. And put that in place. I definitely feel like I get away with a lot of art faux pas with this art style. Am I an idiot or a genius? That's for you to decide. I'm pretty happy with this, actually, though. I think this has come a long way already. It is starting to look like a sort of... What architecture even? Georgian, I guess? Is it Georgian? What is this building architecture style? Kind of Georgian, I think. Yeah, I would say that it's Georgian, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's Georgian. It's home. It's the sort of stuff that I'm used. I think I like it because it looks like home. Probably. It is sort of upper class England, London, you know, Georgian, Victorian, I suppose. I think that's, but you know, it feels like a nice homage to get into my game. Right. Next step. Doesn't matter if it looks good. Yeah, okay. Thank you for coming to hang out. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening. Big stone foundation too. Yeah. So next step. I don't think I'm gonna make all this stuff. I think I'm gonna add some fancy edges and a wall. Okay, so maybe we build our little roof piece. Just in case you somehow manage to get high enough to see it, like, it doesn't really need a roof, but I guess I'll make one. Let's call this flat roof, in which case this can just be concrete. Actually, I do have some pavement textures. Yeah, I think we can just replicate the pavement for this one. Bring the edge height to like 1. Put that there. I think at some point I'll make a video showing off this this tool, the sort of spline surface tool. It is incredibly useful in a very small amount of scenarios, and this game is one of them. But I can see the problem is I don't like tools that don't work. I don't want to recommend this code because it's clearly wrong, because as you saw, it screws up, but it's only wrong. It's not wrong in a way that stops me from working with it, but it's wrong in a way that people on YouTube will comment and complain about it not being those errors that you just saw there. Like, that'll be some stupid thing that I've missed, and I will never live it down. So maybe it'll be a video for patrons. Yeah, okay, so now there's like a roof piece. We can put another edge there. So we need a little Georgian fence piece. This is rapidly coming together. I'm very pleased with this. We need some stairs. Do we do a ramp? Maybe we do a ramp. I think the original town hall I did. Okay, it was just a very long staircase. It was long from 2 angles. I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe. Maybe I want to do that. This should get a mesh collider on it, just in case. Oh, I should put colliders on all of these. You're not gonna let me. I have to check them out and generate colliders automatically. Okay. Check out, generate colliders. Okay. Check out. Generate colliders. Oh, this is gonna take forever. I don't know if I need colliders on that. Oh, I've already done that on that one. Generate colliders. Okay. too many buildings. Stop it. Oh, I hate that. Okay. That might be a good place to use my textures. An edge piece. Okay. I wonder if I can just kind of cheat. Oh shoot, this is actually going to be a really useful piece of like geometry to have in the game. Like a low stone wall like this. That would actually be quite cool. Barrier, fence, wall. And then can I dissolve these faces? No, it didn't like that. Okay, dissolve this edge. Yes, perfect. I don't think I want this either. Yeah, okay. Sure, good enough. So that's like a version of the wall. Now we kind of want the version that's even lower. That can go on the roof. Something like that, maybe? And then a couple of lines we bring close together. No. All right, we're gonna try something risky. I don't know if this will work. Sometimes this works. Sometimes this is horrible. I'm gonna try and punch some holes in this. Oh, we're inside the edit tool, aren't we? Which is not what I want to do. There we go. Oops. Okay. Then we try a Boolean. Sometimes this works. Hide that. Oh, I think I can get away with that. Yep, that'll do. Perfect. And then kind of just have to UV map these guys. Oh, I think that's all right. I think that'll work quite nicely. Let's try that. I kind of want an edge on there though. Okay. How does that work? Does that work? Does that add anything? Kind of. Maybe if it's slightly bigger. I don't know. No. No. I think we can just keep it textured. That's fine. Okay. I think that's pretty good. All right, so we'll export these guys out. And then in Unity, we should now have low. Generate collider on that one. Master. Stone wall. apply. Master. Stone wall. Hit apply. I need to see it in a little bit more of a repeating fashion to judge that cleanly. How does that look? I think it's too much. I think it's too much, you know? I think we should make it. This is what I was talking about sometimes texture being too noisy. I think that just being a plain color will work best. I don't think this works with this stone. I think the other one works. Like, I think that'll be fine, but the one with a hole in it. Like, that's fine as a low wall. We might use that. But I think the hole in it needs just a normal texture. So I think we just grab all of that and hit random conform, and we just kind of, yeah. I think that was the intuition I was getting earlier about this needing to be kind of separated a little bit. Oops. I think I've done this. That's the one upside, is I've done this so long now that I am starting to get a sense of how things go together. There's sort of a mathematical aspect to some of this. Like, I think that will look better. That will stand out more. Yeah, that's better. That's just immediately better. Yep. Miles ahead of what was there a minute ago. Perfect. Okay, that'll do. We can work with that. Crazy. I have also just noticed that the skybox tool, I think it's the skybox that's in this scene, has just the fog has just completely destroyed my skybox. Yeah, it has. Damn. Hold on. Alright, it's because the intensity is so high. Weird. Oh, okay. As if it's a depth view. Oh, you can't see it in the scene view, but you can in the game view. Okay. Actually, just pushing it further away is going to work best there. So it's just like a fog in the distance. Okay. I am nearly out of my beer. I am out of my beer. Which is a reminder to drink water. Okay. So, with that piece done, we can now build our edge around the center. So honestly, we can just take that, and instead of using the surface builder, we use spline instantiate. Excuse me. And do that. And then make the distance not insane. I guess. And then we just, instead of all of these splines, okay. We just split the splines up. Roof wall, I guess? I don't know. And like that. And I don't know what's going on there. There we go. This is starting to look really good. Like, genuinely, that's looking quite cool. it's just eerily similar. It's so cool. Okay. Last little wall piece. I mean, we could almost just use that instead. Like, is that what this is? Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it? Okay. Okay. We need one like that. Is this right? Is that? Yeah. There's like, oops. Every time. So we have this lower level and there's like an upper level and they're basically the same height. So let's reverse the spline flow there. So yep, okay. I think I have to lay this out this way instead. Actually just use, bring these guys down and back, so it fills the back. Kind of, I think this will work. And then this is roof wall. Yeah. Oh, this feels like such a hacky way to do this, but I don't care. Actually, I could use my tool. This one I could use my tool for. All right, I think we're gonna use my tool for. Base. Okay. Was it base 02? I think. .4. I think it's like 6 or something. Windows, none. I mean, we can just make it all base 02. Just to test. Oh. There we go. Ignore the other bit. Okay, reverse the spline flow. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Hey. Two. I don't think this is going to work with my tools. Yeah, that's not going to work the way I want it to work. Okay, that doesn't work that way. That is fine. That tool is not as versatile as I'd hoped, but that's okay. We go back to plan A, which is draw the wall pieces out ourselves. Oh no, you didn't get the notification? Well, I'm glad you're here now. Thank you for managing to join. I'm still going to be streaming for a little bit. My goal is to try and get this done. I mean, it's Friday night. I got nothing better to do. Actually, that's a lie. I do want to play 2 Point Museum. I picked that up yesterday. It's very good. It's very good. I don't know. I think I can finish this stream though. I'm just gonna get some more water. I will be back in a couple of seconds. Okay. It's getting warm in here. Put that over there. Right. We're going to commit to getting this done. We're very close. We're very close. We're just going to get this edge done, and then whatever the fuck this is going to be. I think I'm just going to make that whole thing in Blender, to be honest. It's probably the easiest way to do that. This is just a mishmash horror show of different techniques to make this frickin' building. So, and then the next difficult one is this guy over here. I'm not looking forward to that. That might I might just tackle the 2 destinations, because once they're done, they're done. And then there's only a few more after that. Okay. Ah, really? Why is that higher than that? Okay, I'll worry about that in a minute. No, I'll worry about that now. Okay. Look, when people play the game, they won't be able to see this, but you and I will know. I think I can hide that. I'll hide that with something. Oops. All right. Last edge. I had already done this if I just committed to this the first time around. I tried to get fancy, it blew off my face. Lesson learned. Be lazy. Alright, that'll do. That'll do. Oh my god, it looks like a real building. Oh, yes, okay. Hello, welcome. Welcome in. Welcome to hanging out with me. While I go insane trying to replicate the Vancouver Art Gallery. Oh, this might be a good thing to use that on. Maybe? Actually, nah, that's probably fine. So does that... See this, no, Okay, I'm gonna... This is where I'm gonna take some creative liberties. I'm also just gonna be... yeah, because I'm just kind of a little bit lazy. And I am going to make this work instead. I think I can just scale these up, and that will do the trick. I think because of the pivot point, I think if we scale on the Z, yeah, I could have done that earlier when I was struggling with that. Oh well. Do I do the dome or do I just settle with this? I might just settle with this. We can clean it up later. I'm not too worried about certain bits of this right now. It should clean up. Oh, that kind of gets thinner. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, do the walls kind of fold in on themselves a little bit? No, that one. I think both of these are to blame. Okay. Huh. That's fine. Okay, we really need this sort of edge piece, huh? So let's make that. I think all I have to do is yes, this is Unity. Well, and Blender. I think I just do that. And then do that. And separate that. We now have the edge piece that we need. And then if we use a solidify modifier, something like that maybe, and then unwrap this, put that in there like that. Oops. And then inset this. Oh, actually, no. Apply scale. Then inset this. And then make this darker. No, lighter. Wait. And make that lighter. Inset it again. Make this darker. Okay, we actually might want to semi-extrude that. Oh, no. Actually, let's dissolve edges? No, 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 no. want to do is subdivide this twice. And then grab that vert. Bring that down. Merge at last. There we go. That's better. And then this piece. Oh, shoot. I didn't want to do that. Oops. Damn. Okay. I messed up. Oh, I really messed up there. Right. Okay. Yep. I see. How do I want to do this? Do it first. Subdivide that. Put that there. And then merge those. Yeah, there we go. That down there. And then merge those. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's better. That's our little wedge edge. I think if we flip these around. Nope. Yeah, let's try that. I don't know, roof fill or something. I don't know what to call it. That's probably fine. Okay, and we can export that out. And now we have the roof fill piece. Oop. We can set the material. And pop that there. Oops. Oh. Oh, I didn't apply the solidify modifier. That would explain. Origin selection. Save and export that again. Back to where we were. Refill. There we go. Flip this around. This is so heavy-handed, but I'm okay. Got it. But if I had to make the entire game art like this, I would probably just give up and go, I don't know, live on an island? I don't know. I kind of wish I could do that anyway. Oh, that looks good though. Yeah, that worked. I was worried that wasn't gonna work. Oh my god, this is looking so good. Okay, and then I think we can use this fill or the other wall that we made a minute ago. Maybe? This is where we're kind of diverging from the design a little bit. Oh, that's a cool wall. Ooh, yeah, no. Oh, you know what? We just need the trim. That's all we need. Okay. Another asset. Let's go. Duplicate that. Put that along. Grab these pieces. Just get rid of them. They gotta go. They're going. We're getting rid of the loose geometry. It's going. It's gone. Pop that down there. Connect up the edges. And we did it. And then select that edge. Yeah, that's a clean edge, right? Yeah, kind of. Good enough. Unwrap that, grab that, scale it down, blend it in. Oh, I see what's going on there. Oop. We actually don't need that whatsoever on this one. Unable to remove slot in it. Okay. Goodbye. Like that. I think that'll do. So wall low, I guess just 03. These will all be useful later, I think, in other parts of the game. So oh yeah, that's it. I may flip this. God damn, that looks good. Oh, I think that works. And we'll put the pillars in eventually. Do we flip it? Do you think it'll look better if it's flipped? Maybe? Oh, that does work better, doesn't it? Oh, it's so good. All right. That kind of took care of that. We got this little trim piece now, which, I don't know, maybe used back here as well. Oh, it kind of works. The upside down piece helps blend quite a lot. Oh my god, all right. Yeah. So then if we just make a column, I only just realized we're at the back of the building. Not at the front, which is great because this will look even cooler in the front of the building. But yeah, I think that's gonna look really good. That is already looking fantastic. I don't know if we need the dome. I was gonna put the dome in. I don't know if this needs it. I think we don't need it. I think just this is fine. I might make these windows, but I think this might be too much. Also, I'm lazy. Okay, we don't need that bit anymore. So actually that module front is done. We've already done that. We can kind of delete that out of here. Okay. Look at that. We made this entire building with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14 modules. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. So if we grab these pieces, fill in the rest of the edges. Might have to scale this one up. We'll see. Oh no. No, it ain't gonna work. Okay. Roof. Find the roof. I've lost the roof. I've got some weird section of the game selected. Honestly, that's fine. I'm gonna have to batch the crap out of this thing when I'm done. I think that's probably kind of where we want to be with this. I do think I want to put that on the base as well. So it's kind of similar to the other side. But hooray. Okay. So we kind of just want the columns there. It's done. First, they're done. I'm using done loosely. It's in a position where it exists in the game and looks like a building that it's supposed to look like. There'll be a pass for details and things like that later, probably. But I think that looks pretty good. Okay. So I think we just make a column now. And that probably gets us where we want to go. So I want to do this. What kind of columns are they? Base and then okay, pretty standard. So we can merge a cylinder. Oops. Just go 12. Yeah. Doesn't need to be super fancy. See what it looks like without a base. Just get a gist of size on this one. Oh, it's way too big. Okay. Wait, well, actually, no, it's not. That's the other side. We want it for this side. Oh, it's still way too big. Okay, no, I was... Alright. Generally... Okay, I want to chop like a third of it off. Alright. Oops. So actually, it's probably best to make it just this height. And then put it on it. Well... We just do this. Maybe we just do that. Add some texture in the middle. Maybe? Fake some occlusion for an edge. Ooh, too much. I think that much. Yep. Same again on the bottom. So about the edges. The same? No. This one on the base. Get that to be nice and closer to black, I think. That'll probably do. This peak is too high. That should go there. Do you want that? Maybe? Yeah, that probably does it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that'd be fine. I think that'll work. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. That turned out well. It's kind of a thick boy though, isn't it? I think we scale it down width-wise. Okay, so we go, actually you can do S and then you do Shift Z, and that Yeah. And then I think that's fine. We should probably have 2 versions. We should have one that's a little bit shorter. Actually, we should make 3. Let's do that. Should be column 02. And like that. Let's try those. Okay, that's better. And then let's see if this one works, because I want it to look good. Ideally, this works up on this guy. He's a little bit too short. Shoot. I actually just want to make the general shape a little bit taller too. Same with this one. More pillar, less filler. Yeah. Oh. That looks fantastic. Is that floating or is it good? No, it's good. Okay. Oh, look at this. Look at us. Look at what we did. Look at what we've achieved today. It's absurd. It's absurd. Okay. It's too much. It really is. It's like so much more grandiose than anything else in this game. It stands out immensely, but I love it. I'm really happy with that. Yeah, like that's gonna look fantastic. Put some benches along here. Yeah, this is gonna look good. Okay. So ideally these 2 pillars work now over here. I don't need to make third ones. Come on. Come on. Yes, look at that. I think this one we just have the like pillars. Right? Like on the back edge. I think this passes as City Hall, right? Probably need like a clock or something up here. I feel like that's sort of City Hall like. Now, with this other design, that's the roof. This one. So do we... Oh no, because it's the base, so it wouldn't work for the windows. Okay. I think that's done. Let's see. It definitely takes a while to save. The scene is heavy. My computer is not the fastest either, especially I guess if I'm streaming too. I wonder if I can drive on this. I don't know if the driving will work. I haven't checked the stairs. I think I marked them as ground. I'll find out in a second. Well, good. I'm glad we got here. I did want to do this stream. So I think this is at a pretty acceptable point to like move on and do the rest of the level. There's like little bits of finesse I think that we could do here, but when I see the lighting, shading and stuff, that looks great up here. The post-processing and lighting and stuff, once it's in game view, really blends the whole thing together. So I'm really thrilled at how this looks already, and I haven't started driving around yet. Took a minute to enter play mode. That's crazy. It's an insanely long time. And as usual, a bunch of Fmod errors. Can we drive this? Yeah. Okay, good. The collision works. Okay. I don't know if collision works on these guys. It does. Okay, great. So we just need to build the little pathway up there so we can come. Oh, we can use that. Decorate the surroundings. But I mean, it's a building. Okay, it is not marked as ground, so I can't drive on it. So I might have just got myself stuck. No, we're okay. Okay. This section needs some finesse though. There's definitely some issues, but oh god, that looks so good as you approach it. And like this little section, which also needs to be a ramp, but that's fine. I need to change the collision on this, really. That's okay. I really want people to like hide out up there. I think that'll be cool. We'll see how it goes. Oh, what's going on over here? Physics objects be damned. No, yeah, this looks like it belongs. This looks... It doesn't look out of place, I think, which is the important part. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. Really happy with that. Need to change this texture. I think it needs to be a little bit bigger, but yeah, we can put some stuff in front of this and shape it out and stuff. Yeah. Because then as a starting point, I think that will work nicely. The general idea is that this is where all 4 of the characters will start from. I don't know why. Maybe the concept is you get it from the City Hall license. They're getting their driving, I don't know, their taxi license or something. Who knows? But yeah. Okay. Okay. I think that works. I think we'll wrap this up pretty shortly. But just before I go, let's get some stairs in here. What I do want to do is have this wrap around. And I think I want the stairs to wrap around too. I don't know how much by. Maybe just up to this edge. But I think that would be quite cool. And then we gotta get some stairs going on here, so I think this will have to be pulled back a fair amount. Right? How do I want to do the stairs? I do think this way would make the most sense. And this way. Okay. So this wall kind of doesn't need to exist anymore. Oh, no, it's the whole thing. Okay, never mind. Oops. I thought it was just the bottom piece. In that case, we can do this and stick it out a little bit, I think. Like that. Nice. But I want that bottom. There we go. Okay, Pro Builder to the rescue. I've never managed to get this to be stairs in there. Oh, I did it. I was just about to say, I've never managed to get stairs to go in the right direction. 25? Maybe? That feels really steep. Ah. That feels appropriate. Stone. Yeah, I like that. I think this might be better to be that grey box wall A. Like that. That might be better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Okay. So let's just grab these. And duplicate that over here. I think in this instance, we will do what I did before. But I think the stairs just being like that is fine. Let's just make it a convex collider. So we can just kind of go up it. That'll be a lot better. Honestly, same with over here. This can be convex as well. I hadn't considered just making these convex colliders, but that'll hopefully make it a little easier to get up. Okay. Did I make those stairs ground? Yeah. Good. Okay, good. It would make sense for these to be this side too, I think. I don't know. Well, you know what? No. From a level design standpoint, it's more interesting that this is used as a sort of loop around shortcut, because you could then get caught here. If somebody's coming this way, they could catch you, and I think that's interesting. Like if you're coming this way and they're coming this way, the choice to go up these stairs or not and give chase, if you're coming from the other direction, like cut them off, I think is more interesting. Whereas if we put a stairwell down, they have an escape route. Whereas this is like a choke point, and I think that's probably desirable. And it's also less symmetrical, which I think is more interesting in certain circumstances. But yeah, it's trivial enough to change it. So let's see if we can get up those now. And then I think I'll leave it there for tonight. I think we've succeeded in the goal of finishing off the building. I think it's looking good. I think it's looking really good. It's coming together. In a short while, we might actually have a full level that I can start doing like the more interesting layout stuff with, like getting all the traffic in and building those patterns and like pedestrians and stuff and designing pedestrians, and also just working on the core gameplay again, which I miss. I would like to get back to doing that. So this should just be like, you can just drive up this. Oh, nope, okay. Did I not make this convex? Did I miss it on that one? Did I make it a convex collider? I did, I missed it, and I didn't set it to ground. Okay. I missed one of them. The first one I tried, naturally. There we go. Okay. I also get to make the SkyTrain soon. Yeah, so you're coming up here, and you're like, oh crap, I gotta escape, and then you do that. And maybe we'll make that an escape route. I'm not sure yet. I might make it a jump. That only... Does that make sense? Does it make sense to have stairs there? I don't know if it does, you know. Because it's just going to trap you. I might get rid of those. Maybe it's fine, like maybe a little bit of delicate driving is part of the process there. I think I need to make that a little bit wider, it's a little bit narrow. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's probably fine for now. I think I'll get rid of them for now. Keep them. I think we'll have to play around with it. Like, I kind of like the way that there's only one way in and out. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that, to be honest. Leave the stairs at the front. We'll make this a little bit wider. Like that. And then make these a little bit wider. To compensate. I think we can do the same here. Yeah, it might need to be set back a little bit more to be able to deal with. It's just sort of a little less aggressive. I mean, maybe actually, maybe this is all stairs. Oh. Oh. Oh, it just flips it around. Is it kind of all stairs? It feels insane that that would all be stairs, though. That's a lot of stairs. Maybe it is. Maybe it's all stairs. I like that. I like that a lot more. Okay, yeah, I think we'll do that. I think we'll do that. Okay, there we go. We have finished the first pass of the town hall building, and it's looking pretty decent, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So I think the next step is maybe to do some little details around the edge. I'm not sure. I might put some bollards or something, maybe a couple of details. I think the centerpiece here needs some work, and fencing, and then this section here, and then that's probably done. And then it's starting on the edge and the station here. But we will leave that for another day. I am going to wrap it up here for tonight. So thank you very much for watching and hanging out with me. And yeah, keep an eye on the channel for the next stream. And I hope you have a good evening or day or whenever you're watching this. So thank you very much for hanging out with me tonight. And yeah, I'll see you again next time. Bye.